Bună ziua și bine ați venit la o nouă ediție ZF Tech Day. În era digitală, marile evenimente sportive reprezintă și o provocare tehnologică de anvergură. Jocurile Olimpice și Paralimpice din Paris au reprezentat nu doar o întrecere între sportivi, ci și un test de rezistență pentru infrastructura digitală. Astăzi vom pătrunde în culisele acestui eveniment global, privind dincolo de medalii și recorduri către rețeaua invizibilă care a făcut posibilă transmiterea fiecărui moment către zeci și sute de milioane de spectatori din întreaga lume. Am aflat aceste detalii direct din Paris, discutând cu Bertrand Rojat, CTO al Orange Events, parte din grupul de telecomunicații Orange, operatorul care a fost singurul responsabil pentru asigurarea conectivității la Jocurile Olimpice. Am discutat cu Bertrand Rojat despre provocările întâmpinate de grupul Orange, soluțiile inovatoare implementate și lecțiile învățate în urma acestui proiect ambițios. Rămâneți deci alături de noi pentru a descoperi de ce Orange consideră că merită la rândul său o medalie de aur în telecomunicații pentru activitatea desfășurată la Jocurile Olimpice și Paralimpice de la Paris și ce înseamnă acest lucru pentru viitorul industriei de comunicații. Haideți deci să urmărim interviul cu Bertrand Rojat.
You know, this is one of the competition sites. It's beach volley. And for Paris Olympic, there are 35 competition sites. There is another 25 major sites. These major sites are Olympic Village, the Media Press Center, the International Broadcast Center, you know, these kind of sites. And what we are doing, we are using the Eiffel Tower just to explain what we are doing on each and every site. So what you see here is duplicated on all the sites, all the competition sites and so on. So basically, as you may know, Orange, we are the official telecom supplier. We are the sole operator for all communication services. So whatever the service is, it's Orange. So if you take broadcasters, they need to transport images, it is Orange. If you take a commentator in a position, he has to speak, he has to communicate, it's Orange for communication. You take a photographer, it's Orange.
So basically everything.
Everything is Orange. Field of play, the display, the scoring, all the IT of the competition, to communicate across all these things, it's Orange. If you go or want to buy a pizza or a drink, it's Visa, but Visa to communicate, it's Orange. If you take your ticket to enter the venue, to control that your ticket is right, communication, it's Orange. If you are in a safe environment, it's Orange. Everything, it's Orange.
How could you explain how big is the volume of things you are doing, the data transfer, and if you could compare with something, because it's clear that it's a huge amount of things that you have developed.
So, as you know, I mean, the Olympics is the biggest event. The next biggest event is the FIFA World Cup. So FIFA World Cup is about 50 games over a period of 6 weeks. Here we have 850 competition during a period of 2 weeks. So that gives you, so in terms of order of magnitude, the Olympics is typically 50 to 100 more complicated in terms of infrastructure, in terms of volume of data, in terms of athletes, in terms of spectators. So it's just huge. And that is the complexity we have to manage. How we do that? We have two things. We have network and we have platforms. On the network side, because Orange, we are both internet and mobile operator, we can provide the complete network to handle the games. So first, it's a fiber network. We are using a single fiber network on all venues. It's a fully redundant network. It is 100 gigabit capacity for internet on each venue. We have deployed about 100,000 plugs. You know, you're at home, you have an internet plug. Think about it, 100,000 internet plugs on all the venues simultaneously. That's what we have done. So it's a big city. In a few weeks, we have about 10,000.
Only in a few weeks?
Only in a few weeks, because we started, you get access to the site very late. Some venues, let's take the opening ceremonies. We got access to the bridges only 10 days before the beginning of the ceremony.
I was thinking maybe you started a year ago to develop this.
We actually, to be very honest, we started 4 years ago. So between the planning, the core infrastructure deployment, the network design, the technology development, the hiring of the teams, the training of the team. So it took us 4 years. But the actual deployment on the venues was in a very short period of time.
So in a way you are like the athletes that are preparing years for this competition.
Actually, our objective is to win the gold medal for telecom. So we are on track for it. So
okay.
So I said you 10,000 Wi-Fi access point as well. So it's just to give you the size of what it is. 100 gigabit per venue, dual access for redundancy and security. All the services I mentioned to you, each services has to be seen as a kind of virtual network inside the network. And so we are able to very dynamically on the go to activate and configure these networks. So we don't have to go back to the field of play to do it. So that's kind of what we are able to do using our IP infrastructures. Of course, on the same physical network, we transport all the video content, so which is produced by OBS, and we transport it to the IBC, and from the IBC it's also Orange responsibility to push it on hubs across the globe. So that's what we are doing in terms of fiber network, but we also have a mobile network on all the venues. So have you been already to a venue? I don't.
No,
so,
not yet.
So please, when you go to a venue, do a speed test with your mobile phone, and you'll see how good it is. We have enhanced all the coverage and capacity on all the venues using 4 and 5G. Latest technologies in terms of dynamic allocation of the spectrum to maximize the capacity on all the venues. So that's what we have done to secure the operation on all the venues. And in addition to the, I would say the permanent network, we have deployed what we call cells on wheels, so which are temporary solution to increase the capacity of the network. And we did that on all the venues which are not permanent, like for example, Champ de Mars. Champ de Mars, after the games, it becomes again Champ de Mars, not anymore a beach volley playground. So that's what we have done in terms of infrastructure. And to operate that infrastructure, we have about 1,000 people. These people are mainly on the field, so we have local team on each venue operating the network, plus a centralized team that supervise the network, manage the network, and configure the network. So that's kind of what we do. And on top of that, we have additional services. I'll give you one example to start. It's push to talk. Push to talk to communicate.
Yes, I know it's a premiere also. You switched from the old technology.
Usually we're using a Tetra technology, which is a very old technology. It works very well, but the thing is you have to deploy a specific network on top of everything, and it's local to a venue. What we have done is we're using the Orange mobile network, so the network is already in place, nothing to deploy, and it's nationwide. So you don't need, you can communicate with people everywhere. For example, for ceremony, I was myself in the operational center in Trocadero. we did have people on the river, and we were able to communicate with the push-to-talk because it was using the mobile network. What is very specific about that platform is we have priority of service, which means that even if there is a lot of people using the network, we have the priority to make sure that this communication goes through.
So all the people from the staff are getting priority to have their communication go through.
Exactly. So it is 13,000 devices. The device is a smartphone, so which is good because after the game you can use it for something else. So that's one of the things that we have done in terms of platform on top of the network. Another example is for the TV in the venues. So there are many displays. There is between 3,000 and 4,000 displays on all the venues where you can watch the images of the game. It is an Orange platform to deliver these images. On that platform, it's a full OTT platform deployed by Orange with very low latency on the platform and very high quality on the platform. Again, it's using our networks plus our knowledge and expertise in platform to run the service.
And also I saw that for the ceremony, for the start ceremony, you used smartphones as cameras. Also, I think it was something quite unique. And I'm not sure if the weather added some pressure on you because we saw it was raining. I'm not sure how it was from a technical standpoint of view.
So it did rain a lot. From a technical standpoint, of course, humidity is always a challenge, but all what we do is designed to resist to rain, to resist to hot temperature. It has been quite cold, quite warm yesterday, and today it's hot. So all our infrastructure are designed to work outside in very hard condition. Now, you mentioned about cameras. That was my next topic. So
okay.
let's go over there if you want. What is special is this device.
Okay.
This device is actually it's a special device for photographers. It's a modem. It has RJ45 plug,
okay.
and it's used to transmit photo in real time using a 5G network. So what we have done is we have deployed private 5G infrastructure on specific venues on all the Seine River for the ceremony. It's also available at Stade de France, Bercy Arena, Défense Arena, and we are also doing it in Marina de Marseille. It's a private 5G network which enables two things. Photographers to transmit real-time photos, which is very important for them. And the second thing is we do live video streaming.
Okay.
So for ceremony, we did put 200 smartphone cameras. Actually, it was Samsung S24 devices on all the boats for the parade. And we were able to have live video feeds from the boats. And we are doing the same in Marina de Marseille. So I'm going to show you. So we have deployed that technology together with Intel, Cisco, and Samsung.
Okay.
As you can see, first, it's broadcast quality,
Yes.
HDR quality, and the thing is because it's on smartphone, you can be very close to the athletes, so you can see, the kind of images you can propose are just amazing.
It's not intrusive as a big camera.
It's not intrusive. You can get close to the people. For sailing, it's on the boat, so you can really see the athletes
Yes.
during the performance itself. So it's just amazing.
Okay.
One other thing that we've been working on is we worked very early with the startup ecosystem in France.
Okay.
To deploy some use cases, mainly for spectators.
Yeah.
So if you go on the venues, for example, you can get audio commentary from what's going on the field of play.
Okay.
It's because it's thanks to our real-time network. We have also worked on haptic tablets for blind people to understand what's going on in the field of play. So if you want a demo of what it is, you can come with me.
Okay.
What's your name?
So here we have a demo, a touch-to-see demo. It's a device for blind people.
Okay.
It is from 2022. We organized a challenge with some startups, and the touch-to-see startups, small startups from Normandy in France, won this challenge. They developed this device that can be changed between different sports. Today it's for football, rugby, basketball, and the same sports but for Paralympics versions. You can change the field between the sports,
Okay.
and it helps the blind people to follow, like normal person, the sports because the tablets, it's synchronized indirect with the sport. Here it's for the demo, it's not indirect. But today we have around 50 devices on the Olympic Games that are in the stadiums for the blind people to follow the sports. And with the audio description, they can also follow completely with this and with the audio. So it's a prototype, but we are hopefully developing it with the startup to upgrade it to even more sports for a better inclusivity. That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
One of the key reasons we are doing these kind of things is to push us forward in terms of what our B2B customers and consumer customer wants tomorrow. And I guess, you know, there are three main things about what we have deployed for the Olympics. First, it's real time, ultra low latency. Second, it's not anymore just download of traffic. It's also upload of traffic, pushing traffic in the network, and not just receiving traffic. You see it with spectators, you see it with broadcasters, live video streaming. So it's a change in the way you design your network for more upstream traffic. And the third thing is about network management. You have to have a very centralized and very dynamic management of the network. All these three things are key for tomorrow's usages. I mean, one good example is ChatGPT. You know, the 4.0 version, it's conversational. So it is real time. Below the second, it is communication. So it's really two-way. It's not just. And so these kind of networks, which are ultra low latency, symmetrical, and highly managed, is what you need for the kind of application we see both on the consumer side and on the B2B side. And so all we have been able to deploy, to demonstrate, will be used. We are for all our B2B customers. All our IP network is based on Orange Business IP platform, so we will be able to use that technology for future customers. What we are doing in terms of video streaming will be used tomorrow for all sorts of applications, and that's really the key in terms of technology. Of course, in terms of infrastructure investment, all the fiber network, all the mobile network we have deployed will stay after the games. So it will be a real benefit from future use in the country to organize events, to organize activities in the country. So there is a big legacy for us on all the investment we have done in terms of infrastructure. And last but not least is also people expertise, people know-how. All the people that have learned how to operate in this environment, can operate many things, and that's also a big benefit for us in terms of pushing the company, in terms of how we can operate tomorrow. And there is a real history within Orange to have big technology challenges. We deploy mobile, we deploy fiber. Now we are deploying the Olympics. That's part of Orange.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your time. Vă mulțumim pentru că ne-ați urmărit și vă așteptăm și la edițiile următoare ale ZF Tech Day pentru noi discuții despre business și tehnologie. Eu sunt Adrian Seceleanu, jurnalist ZF. Vă mulțumesc pentru că ne-ați urmărit și vă aștept, cum spuneam, la edițiile următoare. La revedere!